Ooh, welcome everyone to the Daily Juice podcast on the Betting Pros Network. I'm your host, Sean, stacking the money green. And as always, the Daily Juice is being brought to you by BetMGM. Use the promo code JUICE150 and a $10 wager turns into $150 in free bets, regardless of outcome. Okay, you guys are listening to the British Open special. That's right, I'm from America. I call it the British Open. Hey, we won the Revolutionary War. We get to call it the British Open. I'm sorry, good folks of England. It's easier than calling it the Open. It gets a little confusing. All right, let's blow through the recap because I got a ton of British Open picks. And of course, did not do well with yesterday's picks. Probably would have spent a little more time recapping the picks if I do amazingly well on the picks. That's how it goes. A little more fun to tout. The Raptors got wrecked in the Summer League. I think I'm going to have to ice myself on the NBA Summer League, at least for now. The stuff I was doing last year for the Summer League that was hitting at a pretty decent rate, not working right now. Dodgers, of course, figure out a way to lose by one run. Again, if I'm mushing the Dodgers, you know things are getting a little janky here. And then the Aces in the WNBA, the play I felt the best about, they were up 20. Early on in the first half, third quarter, complete disaster. They end up winning by exactly 6. I gave out -6.5. I should have known when the line opened at 4. I'm like, this is 5. Yeah, this is good. 6. Okay, 6.5. Who cares? What are the odds they're going to win by exactly 6? Tell you, 1 in a million? No, not that crazy. But Aces managed to bone me there with the WNBA play. All right, time to turn the corner, and what better way to do that with the British Open, and what better way to turn the corner on your wardrobe than with an awesome Jalen Hurts autographed jersey, courtesy of our good folks over at Pristine Auction. All you got to do to enter to win that is subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, comment on this very video, and then turn those notifications on so you don't miss the notification that you may have won the sweet Jalen Hurts jersey, courtesy of the good folks at Pristine Auction. All right, tons of stuff to give out for the British Open, and I'm going to start from safer and get more degenerate as the episode goes along. Seems like a good format there, and shout out to Steve Shermer. If you guys are really into golf betting, and obviously you are, you're listening to this podcast, you have to check out his articles, some of the most in-depth writing on golf gambling out there on the internet. Steve Shermer, toss his name into Google, check out his articles. Borrowed a ton of great nuggets from his pieces, and let's no more messing around. Let's get right. Rubber meets the road. Here we go. Tiger Woods to make the cut, -165. Get that over on DraftKings. Very chalky, but this is to appease the gambling gods. This is just to get back on the board. Give me a nice -165 Tiger Woods to make the cut. St. Andrews, where the British Open is being played, relatively flat, at least compared to some courses. It should be easier for Tiger Woods to walk. He's made 26 British Open appearances. This guy knows what he's doing. He, in 2005, 2010, 2015, he made the cut at St. Andrews. Obviously, a lot of those years, it was a different Tiger Woods. But he's not going to put himself out there if he's going to be embarrassed, right? And Tiger Woods failure is not an option for Tiger Woods, and failure for Tiger Woods at this stage in his career, coming off that injury, failure is not making the cut. Failure is not an option for Tiger Woods. He's 10-1, making the cut at the last 11. Again, you can keep pulling the historical stuff on Tiger and the British Open and his make cut versus miss cut, that kind of stuff. And a lot of it, you could very well say doesn't apply here, but he really does have a heart of a champion. And again, it's not going to be Tiger Woods to win. It's not going to be Tiger Woods in top 10, as much as the PGA would love to get that kind of ratings boost. But just give me Tiger Woods to make the cut, -165 over on DraftKings. Moving over and jumping up the odds. Bet number 2 here, give me Cameron Smith 25-1 to win the British Open. All right. Now, when the British Open is played at St. Andrews, a lot of, the comparable course there is actually Augusta National, where they play the Masters. So 2005, 2010, 2015, all played at St. Andrews. And if you do the number crunching there and you look at the correlation between how people did at the Masters that year and how people did the British Open at St. Andrews, and there's a lot of correlation there. And of course, Cam Smith tied for third at this year's Masters, which is a great sign for him going into this British Open. A couple other nuggets on Cam Smith. Every winner of the last 9 Open Championships has been top 40 in the world. Cam Smith easily in there with 6th place. And what else do we got here? Every winner of the Open Championship had won a full field cut event in the 2 years prior to the Open, of course. Cam won the Players' Championship in March. So again, another good note there for Cam Smith. What scares me about Cam Smith is 20th place is his best finish at the British Open. Usually see a little better, Open history before they actually, take down that claret jug. But I still feel good considering the price, considering everything. Cam Smith, 25-1 over on DraftKings to win the British Open. All right, now let's go even longer shots. Give me Robert McIntyre, 50-1 on FanDuel for the first round leader. I mean, he's from Scotland. That is always a huge plus, right? Because they're playing over there. And again, anyone from Scotland, Ireland, I always look to play in the British Open because, again, Link Styles courses, it really is a different style, completely different kind of game. And Robert McIntyre, I think, has the chops. 8 of the last 9 winners of the Open had a top 10 finish at a previous Open before winning. So again, that is my biggest point against Cam Smith, but that's a great point for Robert McIntyre. He's played in 2 British Opens, a young golfer. I think he's only 25 years old. He's played in 2 British Opens, top 10 in both years, 8th in 2021 and 6th in 2019. Now, I don't know if he has the chops to win this thing outright, but him having a really good first round, definitely in the works there. And again, make sure you look at the weather too, because sometimes depending on your depending on the start date, the start time of your first round, you could really there could be a huge difference as far as the wind, especially the first round leader. But right now, Robert McIntyre plus 5,000 on FanDuel first round leader. He shot a 65 in last year's British Open, so he has the game, I think, to get it done. And again, shooting a 65 shows you have the ability to score a really low round and possibly take home that first round leader, like him at 50-1 for the first round leader. And my long shot to win the British Open. Give me, from Ireland, Seamus Power, 65-1 over on FanDuel. Again, like playing people from Ireland, Scotland, England, because you have that advantage of playing link-style courses. Seamus, like I said previously, you want someone who's in the top 40 worldwide. He's currently 37th. And then you look at some of the other nuggets here. 7 of the last 9 winners of the Open Championship ranked inside the top 80 in 3-putt avoidance. Seamus is in there. He qualifies at 74th. Again, not an amazing stat there as far as how good he is. He's 74th, but again, it's another little checkbox for Seamus, and he's shown up in these past major events. Look at U.S. Open 12th, PGA Championship 9th, Masters 27th. So he's shown up, especially recently, in majors, and I love that, especially going into the British Open. All right, so let's recap the picks for the British Open. My super chalky play, give me Tiger Woods to make the cut, minus 165 over on DraftKings. Cameron Smith, 25-1 over on DraftKings to win it all. Take home that claret jug. Give me Robert McIntyre from the Scottish man himself, 50-1 over on FanDuel to be the first round leader. And then closing it out, Seamus Power, 65-1 over on FanDuel to win it all. So I got a nice little mix of a chalky play there. Cam Smith, 25-1 over on DraftKings. Robert McIntyre, 50-1, first round leader, and then Seamus, 65-1 to win it all. And again, make sure you hop into the Discord, bettingpros.com/chat. I'll be checking in as the event goes on. I'm sure I will be giving out some picks later on in the weekend there as the event goes on. Maybe we get some late Saturday, Sunday action as well on the podcast. Maybe we get a little live action in the bettingpros.com/chat Discord. Hit me up over there at Sean T. Green on Discord. Follow us on TikTok at Betting Pros. Make sure you head over to BetMGM. Use the promo code JUICE150. Follow me on Twitter at Sean T. Green. Check me out on Sports Gambling Podcast as well. All right, guys, and toss me a bone here. Get the mojo going for the Daily Juice. Leave a nice little review here over on Apple Podcasts. And as always, subscribe, rate, and send in that review. And of course, don't forget to let it ride.